Hey YouTube, this is Mike with Mike's Car Hole. I'm here with my buddy Gonzalez from Spawn Black Belt. His YouTube channel will be down in my link. He brought his motorcycle over to show me today, so I'm gonna show him in a minute and have him explain stuff, because I really don't, I mean, I understand motorcycles, but not really, so I understand the general concept. So I will switch over to him now.
Hey guys, this is Gonzo from Spawn Black Belt. I just want to go over a quick, we're going to do a question and throw back the answer scenario. He's going to ask a question and I'm going to go over with the motorcycle. In general, after all this is all said and done, if you got any questions, you can throw it back to Mike or you can throw it to me, and we'll see what we can get for answers back to you. All right, so go ahead, Mike, whatever you want.
Well, we'll start with the basics. What's that shirt you're wearing there?
Hey, this is Nemisis Group. So I got Nemisis Group here. I got Mike's Car Hole for a hat. So we're doing good, showing the support for everybody that we got with our group. So hopefully we can get this going. All
right. We'll get to this. We'll get to this beautiful bike. All right. So what is this?
All right. So this is a 2002 Heritage Softtail Standard FX STI for you Harley guys, because I know that's out there. With the FX STI, the I part of it is it's electronically fuel injected, V-twin 96 cubic inch.
What does the Softail mean?
What the Softail means is right here. There's a hinge point for the suspension. So instead of being a hard bodied all the way through, it's suspension right at that location. And for that rear tire is all on that suspension. And that
what does that do for like ride? Does it make it more comfortable?
Oh, it makes it way more comfortable. I've ridden on a hard a 94 panhead, and that thing was hard as a rock for riding. The seat was the only thing that was actually comfortable. Beyond that, it's been a pretty good. It was a pretty good ride. This is actually a lot better than that for long distance rides.
Okay. And you said V-twin. So what exactly does a V-twin mean?
So that's a V-twin. That's one jug and a V form for two jugs. 1, 2 V-twin.
So is it with the twin? Does that mean in each V there's a piston in each side?
Each
so it's
side,
four. So it's four pistons.
Correct.
All right. And is it air cooled?
Yes, it's air cooled. So basically, if I'm stuck on a highway doing, let's say 30-40 miles an hour, and all of a sudden we get stuck into real bad traffic, what that's going to do to me is it's going to cause me to overheat. So I'll just jump on and keep on going as fast as I can and get somewhere else to keep the air flowing.
Okay.
The moment it stops, that's when it's not cooling off and it'll start overheating.
Okay. Yeah, I was just curious because I know some of the newer bikes, I don't know necessarily for Harley, but they're water or
most like your Indians and for your Victories, they have a liquid cooled injector for the engine. Harleys are starting to transition to certain bikes to have a liquid cooled radiator, so to speak.
All right. And is there anything special about your bike that makes it different than any of the other ones of this same genre?
Not really. In model wise, it's what you do to it, to the outside, like your aesthetics that you do to it. Like mine, I've got pinstriping on the front, I've got pinstriping on the back. I did the leather for the shop that I work at, outside of when I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. So I did the leather work here. The swords is what my biggest thing is on this one, is for the aesthetics. And then I got an Eagle Globe and Anchor on the back for another pinstriping.
Okay. That means you like to eat crayons? Is that what that?
Yeah, it does for anybody other than Marines.
All right, and this is the pinstriping you're talking about here up on the front fender?
And it's done by a guy that I know quite well. His name is Dave Letterfly. He does quite a bit of pinstriping for most motorcycles. He does do them for cars, but it's kind of what he's got going on.
Okay. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I just don't know much about motorcycles. Is it a belt drive? Like how does the transmission work and make the wheel turn?
So going from the jugs to the transmission to the oil area, and this is the transmission here. So it goes from the engine compartment to the transmission. There's on the other side, it's called the primary, and then that primary is a gear and drive system that'll actually pushes a belt right here.
It drives the back wheel.
Belt.
Okay.
It drives the wheel.
So it's all right in there. Okay.
There are certain bikes that have an open wheel. That's not me. I don't.
Okay. And I guess some just other basic questions. How long have you had this thing?
I've had this one for 5 years, since 2016.
And about how much do you drive it every year?
I drive anywhere between.
Or ride it.
I ride about 3,000 to 5,000 miles. That's on average.
Quite a bit. Would you recommend this bike to anybody? I would
definitely do it for anybody that's a new rider. The reasons I would say that is the size of the bike, the power that it gives, the horsepower on it is just enough for you to think that you're not in a big bike, but not in a small bike that you're trying to question yourself.
Okay. Gotcha. And is this a bike you plan to keep for a long time, or no?
This is my first bike, so I'm gonna keep this one for myself, just because of the aesthetics of it, because I like the Marine Corps. Yay, go me. But not only that, but the sentimental value to myself for the bike and how much I've done to this bike in general. I'm gonna keep it for myself.
All right, perfect. I think for me, that's all the questions that I have. Is there anything else that you would like to talk about this particular bike, or anything else?
Just in general, no. Just to watch out for your bike riders that are out there.
Yes, please do that.
For all you car drivers or caged riders. Yeah, please. It is that season. It's that time of the year that everybody's starting to do that transition from motorcycle back to car. So please watch out for those motorcycle riders that are still out there.
Yes, please do. Well, that's going to be it for this one. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. You can hit me with a dislike if you want. Any feedback's always appreciated, and I'll leave the link for Anthony's and Gonzo's YouTubes as well. Thanks for watching.